Welcome back. We're working in Excel 2016. This time we're in Module 4, which is where we're going to be working with charts. And before we get started today, I thought let's just take a couple of minutes to look at some of the things in a chart. We're going to start on page Excel 80. Take a look at that page and look at how to plan for a chart and why you would need a chart, because it's going to supposed to be a graphical representation of your data, and it's something that you will be using to try to prove a point in your presentation or in a report of some kind. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the chart elements while we've got this up here, because we're going to review these again later, but I want you to take a look at this. So where's a tick mark? So here's a tick mark right here and right here. So the vertical axis is right over here. Okay, vertical axis runs up and down. The default is to put it on the left side, but you can actually put it on the right. Okay, you're going to have, in this case, each bar represents a data series. And at the bottom, we've got our horizontal axis. And with the horizontal axis, we may want to point out that you can format this, and we'll work on that a little bit to show this in different lights so that you can more clearly identify which columns it applies to. You can also have a title for your vertical axis. In this case, it's got expenses in dollars, and then at the bottom you can have a horizontal or x-axis title, and it's called countries in this case. In your chart, you can also have a legend. Your legend is used to help people figure out what does that red color mean, for example, and what does the purple mean. And you can have this legend to show them, for example, the purple stands for the fourth quarter for each one of those countries. Okay, so let's get started with our Excel workbook and charts. Okay, we'll continue over on page Excel 82, and up at the top in step 1, we're going to open up in our data files Excel 4-1, and we're going to save it as Excel 4-R2G quarterly tour expenses. So we're going to go File, Save As, and we're going to browse and find the location where we're going to save this. And this is where we're going to save it, and we're going to rename it. And okay, and we're going to save. Okay, and we're going to select the cell range A4 through E12. So A4 through E12. Now notice carefully, we are not selecting any of the totals. If you select totals with your other data, you're going to skew your results, and you can quickly see that these ranges in numbers run like 4,000, 3,000, 6,000, 7,000, whereas these totals are huge, and that's going to make your data look off. So you do not want to combine your totals with your other data. Okay, we're going to, on the Charts tab, in our Quick Analysis, we're going to choose the clustered column. Okay, we're going to, in step 4, switch rows and columns. So up under the data group, notice we have these new tabs added now that are chart tools, and they are available as long as the chart is selected. So we're going to switch the rows and columns. Now I'm going to demonstrate what happens. Okay, I'm selecting off of the chart, and you can see that those tabs have disappeared. So I'm going to select the chart again. Now I have those tabs again. Okay, Okay, on the quick access toolbar, we're going to choose the undo. So we're switching back our rows and columns. Step 6, we're going to click in the chart title placeholder. So this is a placeholder, and we're going to click anywhere in the chart title, and then we're going to choose Control and A keys to select that text, and then we're going to type in R2G quarterly tour expenses. Then click anywhere else in the chart to deselect the title. Okay, we're going to save our work. Okay, we're going to double check and make sure everything looks similar to what it does in the figures, and we're going to move over to the next page, Excel 84. And up at the top, we're going to make sure the chart is still selected, then position the pointer over the chart. Okay, and we're going to make sure we get the move pointer, and we're going to move it to, we're going to drag it until the pointer is down at the edge of column E16. Okay, then we're going to resize until we are out at column G. Okay, so at the edge of column G, and position the pointer over the upper middle sizing handle until it changes similar to the image, this image right here, and then we want to drag it to the top border of the chart to the top of edge of row 15. So let's try that again, up to top of row 15. Very good. Then we're going to position the pointer over the lower middle sizing handle until it changes, and we're going to drag the bottom border of the chart to bottom border of row 26. So we're going to move that up just a little bit to 26, and I'm looking at my left at the rows to make sure I'm getting this right. So I'm checking this out over here to make sure I'm in the right place. Okay, and then I'm going to use the quick layout button in the charts layout. So up here, I'm going to look at the charts layout. We're going to look at the charts layout button and the charts layout group and the design tab, and click layout 1. So we're design tab, charts layout group, and we're going to look at quick layouts, and we're going to find layout 1. So here we are, layout 1. Okay, and click the legend to select it. So here's our legend, and we're going to select it and press to hold it and shift and drag the legend up using the move. Okay, here we go, and so the dotted line is approximately 1/4 inch above the top of the plot area, and then released, and there we go, and shift. There we go. Alright, then we're going to click these in cell, and that was step 6, and we're going on to step 7. So we're going to click in cell A12. Let's go in A12, and we're going to change that from USA to United States. And then press the enter button to accept, and we're going to auto fit. And we should have automatically kind of picked up that didn't feel right, so we want to use auto fit and resize column A, and then we're going to save our work. Okay, be sure you check out the figures on the opposite page and look at table 4-2. Okay, we're going to move next over to page 86, and up at the top we're going to change some chart designs, and we're going to move into cell D11. So we're in cell D11, and we're going to type 5568.92 and press enter. So you can see how that changes your chart. Now let's also we want to type 7107.09 and we're going to press enter. Okay, so that changes the way our chart looks, and it actually leveled off our data to some extent. That's a good point to consider. When you look at your chart, when you create one and there's some data points that look strange, it's a good idea to double check them and make sure that those that data is correct. Okay, we're going to next select the chart by clicking in a blank area in the chart's border. And within the chart's border, we're going to click on Chart Tools in the Design tab. And we're going to select the Quick Layout. This time we're going to choose Layout 3. Well, we decide that doesn't really look that good because it kind of combines everything. It's hard to pick out what's different. So we're going to come up and use the Undo button on our Quick Access toolbar. Okay, we're going to change the Chart Type button in the Type group. So over here on your right, we're going to choose Change Chart Type. We're going to click on the bar. We want to confirm that we have the clustered bar chosen. And then, let me put this up here so you can see it. Okay, here we are. Okay, we want to make sure that we have bar and clustered bar chosen. And then we want to say OK. Okay, we're going to come take a look and see the Change Type button again, and we're going to this time choose 3D Clustered Column. Okay, that's going to be the fourth from the left, and we want to choose OK. Okay, so that's how this looks. And then we want to choose Change Chart Type button again, and we want to go back to the original clustered column, and we're going to say OK. Okay, this time we're going to go up to the and click the Style 3 Chart Type Chart Style. So we got Chart Style 1, Style 2, Style 3. So we're going to choose Style 3. And we decide that's kind of faded looking, so we're going to use the Undo on the Quick Access toolbar. We're going to save our work and check out the figures on the opposite page and move over to Excel 88. Okay, we're going to begin on page Excel 88. It's step 1 in part 2. So come back and check out part 2.